Hello everyone. Thanks for watching this video. Today is Friday, 17th September 2021. I think the situation is getting better, and I've got some better news. I feel very optimistic, and of course optimistic provided we use our common sense and wisdom as best as we can. And yes, we can. I think the drive the COVID out, and let's do that. I think. So let's start with the video, and we can probably start with future of COVID. That depends on the virus behavior and our behavior. Virus behavior we already know that is really getting a lot of variants out, and the last one was Delta, which was very transmissible and has created a large number of infections. Our behavior, I think we should use our common sense. We should stop spread, as simple as that. We should get to be able to do that, get vaccinated, keep distancing, and stay masked. Again, same common formulas, but situation is a little bit changed, as I said, and I'll let you know how. Facts, let me present you some facts. The generic facts are that we have known COVID for almost good 2 years, coming to 2 years. Almost we are making the aeroplane at the same time we are trying to fly it. Fortunately, our scientists have been able to do it better. हम लोग सारे we are not epidemiologists and virologists. We should depend on subject matter experts. Most of us are well informed, but the misinformation and disinformation that has been created by the social media has really dropped our trust into the information, and we should probably build it back by getting back into the real good sources of information. I'm going to put in my body of this the write-up some links, web links. All the facts and figures that I'm giving you, most of them are taken from the government sites or Wikipedia, etc. तो आप खुद भी देखिएगा, they are really useful, good read. तो कहने का मतलब है those who are skeptic, hesitant and deniers जो हैं, they are creating issues with us, and I think we should be careful. Kudos to scientists because they achieved a great feat. They found the vaccine within a year and they started giving it as well. We should use common sense. Listen to the subject matter experts only. We can't see virus, so take all precautions. Simple. That will save us, otherwise it may really kill us. COVID situation, we have met enemy, and I think that is within us. Who are they? Those who are skeptics, hesitant and deniers, and they think they are themselves experts, which they are not. Everyone can't be doctor and nurse and lawyer and this, that and other, and including epidemiologist and virologist, as I said earlier. So I think इस पर इन लोगों पर डिपेंड करना चाहिए जो कि हमारे लिए काम कर रहे हैं. More facts are 54% only of the US population is vaccinated. Despite that, I'm optimistic now. 46% are not fully vaccinated, of which 15% are children, which are not eligible even today, below 12. So it's about 1/3 of the eligible population is not coming forward to get vaccinated. Well, it's gradually, hopefully it will change because of the mandating by the government. We'll see what happens. मगर मेरा ख्याल ठीक हो जाएगा. Some are not ready to use even the mask, and they think this is big किसी किस्म का कोई पहाड़ टूट पड़ा है, and if the mask or the vaccine is sort of advised, that advice is being punished by the states like Florida and Texas, it. Yet more facts, cases are more likely to rise, and that's an alert because children are going back to the schools are open, autumn is here, winter is coming, indoor activities will increase, people will be huddled into their own homes. Many teachers are hesitant and they are not wanting to get vaccinated, or they are deniers. So Marin County का एक example दूंगा आपको मैं, which is on CDC website, which says that in 2 days an unvaccinated teacher infected many children, almost more than half of the class. So that's how it can really go, particularly the Delta, and if we allow it to further mutate, it may give us worse, worse than the Delta even. 1918 pandemic or इसको COVID-19 we will compare. In that pandemic, 100 years ago, 500 million people which is 1/3 of the population of the world, was infected. At that time, the population was small, 1.5 billion nearly. Estimated deaths were 50 million, which is almost 10% of the infected people, because the effective facilities नहीं थी, antiviral नहीं थी, antibiotics नहीं थी, ventilators नहीं थे, वगैरह वगैरह. There was technology नहीं थी. Virus was sequenced even after 80 years, and because this virus की जो जान पहचान शुरू हुई 1940s के बाद शुरू हुई. No vaccine, of course, could be produced. This COVID-19 or SARS-CoV-2, it was until today the cases are 228 million, which is 0.3% of the world population, not 33% as 100 years ago. And deaths are about 2.1% of the infected people, not 10%. That's a great difference, big difference. Kudos to our progress as the scientists. If पुराने उस पे 1918 वाले अगर उसमें proportion में लेते तो we would have had 150 million people who would have lost their life. But that's fortunately not happened. We are blessed today, as you know, with the antivirals and the vaccines and monoclonal antibodies, etc., etc. Some people ask, why should you get vaccinated? Now that's, I think it's a daft question. Daft इसलिए कि the presentation of the Delta variant is changed. Runny nose, it's like almost like a flu. People don't really take a lot of notice of it. Many people don't. But fact is that only 3% of the hospital admissions are vaccinated. Rest are unvaccinated. Only 0.5% of the deaths are vaccinated. 99.5% are unvaccinated. So it's really very useful. The vaccine is. Prudence says that we must break the chain of spread because more.
I don't have that information. Break the chain.
More. Sorry, that was my Siri. More infection means possibility of more variants, and that will mean likelihood of worse variants. Protect children under 12. This is most important as we speak today, because as I said, schools are opening, etc. Children, if they are put amongst those like the Marin County teacher, they will get infected. Unfortunately, they will get also infection. They can get severe infection also. Not many, but they do. Possibility of infection is raised, and I think we need to probably make sure that those eligible must get vaccinated. Masking as much as is possible if you're in crowd. Testing absolutely early as if you've got flu-like symptoms. Isolation, quarantine, and surround those children with only vaccinated people. That's most important. Booster और third dose का कुछ थोड़ा सा वो चला था. Very simply put, I think I would wait for CDC and FDA guideline. 20 तारीख से मेरा ख्याल they're starting the Pfizer vaccine booster dose, and later on I think, but the third dose will be given to immunosuppressor people. These are all I think we have been talking for the last 2 years, testing, tracing, etc., etc. I'll give you this figure. I mean, this is important. Comparing ourselves, that USA, with other countries like France, Canada, Italy, UK, we are far, 10% behind the lowest, Germany, and 20% behind France, which when we have got lots of vaccines available. We've stretched the politics and the rights and the freedom, etc., too far. I think we must learn not to do it. Mandating is a question mark, and I think I'll give you 2 or 3 different examples. One on the right at the top, on the right side top, these are Supreme Court's verdict about. They says they upheld the authority of states to enforce compulsory vaccination laws. This is back in 1905. Below that is these people standing there, 1918 ka photo hai, where it says wear the mask or go to jail. And the third one is on the left, which is Mary Mellon, or she was also called Typhoid Mary. It's I'll put the web link on the write up. She was a cook, infected at least 122 people with typhoid. At least 5 people died. And when she was asked not to do the cooking job, she refused. She was arrested. She was restrained several times, and eventually she died in isolation, compulsory isolation, which was there for 30 years. And I think our government should do little more in terms of really putting the foot down. When will we be free? Vaccination, the way it is going, is 5.8 billion doses have been given, and global vaccination rate is about 31 million every day, which will be about next year, February, I think whole world should be vaccinated provided the vaccine is available and is provided to all the poor countries also. Children also will start getting vaccinated probably soon, as soon as they get the all data, and I think early 22 they may be also vaccinated, and we should all be vaccinated. What we can all do? What WHO can do that whole world should be vaccinated. They must do it as quickly as is possible. Ensure vaccines availability to the whole world. Develop universal vaccine for future pandemic. Increase production capacity of vaccine, because it's that we may need anytime. Who knows? National pandemic planning by all countries must be done, and WHO's role should be strengthened. Make it executive role, not just the advisory role. What can I do and what can you do? Just use common sense, simple wisdom and common sense. Independent subject matter expert you should believe on. Stay vaccinated, save lives. Stay masked if near an unvaccinated person or in crowd. Break the chain of spread, and don't let COVID produce another worst variant. Break the chain, as I said earlier. This too shall pass, don't worry. Let economy recover. Let schools remain open. And thank you very much. Well, let me know if you have got any comments or any questions. I'll reply as many as I can. And hopefully you will all be perfectly all right. Thank you very much.